Hi there, everybody. Good to see you here on this Thursday evening. Hope you enjoyed today. It was phenomenal. We got to 70 degrees today, plenty of sunshine, a little breeze at times. A really nice way to wind down the week and to probably wind down the season, in all honesty, because we got some big changes. I mean, we've been, for the most part, sunny this week and temperatures slowly climbing every day throughout the week. But now we are in store for the changes to take place, the transition day tomorrow, where we get some rain and get a lot of it, and we need it too. We're abnormally dry because of all the sunny and dry days we've had. It's kind of taken a toll on the water table, so we're abnormally dry in northeast Ohio. Head over towards the west, and they got a moderate drought going on. And then once a front and the remnants of Nicole come through, the colder air comes in, and then anything that falls as a wintry type of weather. So we're going to kind of walk you through that here and talk about the forecast. I'd like to, dive into these little nuggets, kind of hone in on the big details, the big things that's happening in the weather. Take it a little slower than the 3.5 minutes that we have on the TV side. So if you're around here for the evening, you're not watching your favorite shows. I mean, this is Facebook Live. You can always go back and watch this whenever you want to. We just kind of take a little slower and talk about what's coming our way. All right, so big picture, tropical rains. I like saying tropical. I like just having it, just sounds good. For those of you who are like me and who like the warmer stuff, just tropical rain sounds much better than that. Andre's doing a little hula over here. It sounds much better than that wintry mix that I have there on the third panel. So we go from tropical to wintry. We go through the cold shoulder here, all in the span of like 2 days. Uh, so Hurricane Nicole remnants coming our way tomorrow. So that's with the hurricane and tropical rains, and then the front coming through. Between the both of them, it's going to be quite wet tomorrow. So honestly, take it slower. If you got to go to work in the morning, because it is going to be such a wet pattern, just leave a few minutes early. Last thing you want to do is really be running late, and then you have to drive through the ponding on the roadways. Then, there's bound to be some accidents here or there because of the rain. That's the big picture there, is just take it slower, leave yourself a few extra minutes, because it's going to be wet for the morning commute, the noon commute or lunchtime, and then for the evening commute. And then by the time we head towards 10 o'clock tomorrow night, when you're watching us, 'cause surely that's what you're doing, then we're going to be on the drier side. All right, so cold air moves in by the time we head towards the weekend and into next week. And then anything that falls, any precipitation that falls in that cold air mass, it's going to fall as a wintry mix or snow or sleet or what have you. The cold air looks to stick around for a while too. It's not going anywhere. We're talking 8 to 14 days. It's not going anywhere. All right, so here's where we are now. Temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60 for the rest of the evening. So if anybody, you're obviously all watching probably on your computer at home or on your phone or what have you, and you're probably not out and about. But anybody who, you got errands to run this evening, grocery store, going out to dinner or what have you, it's going to be a nice evening. It really is. But this is what's coming. You can see right there the satellite enhanced radar showing us that the center of Nicole, which was a tropical storm. Don't know if it's a tropical storm now. I haven't really checked on it since the last newscast there, but it's centered over the Panhandle, Florida, and it's going to move up here. So the big system Friday through Sunday will be Nicole and the front that's coming in from the west. So that'll give us some rain tomorrow, turn into snow for the weekend. It's going to be cold and breezy over the weekend in the 40s, so it'll feel like the 30s. So your Veterans Day tomorrow, the ceremonies and the parades and what have you, take the rain gear, not the prettiest of Veterans Day. And I'm very sorry for those of you that served. But thank you so much for your service to the veterans. Mother Nature apparently not taking it easy on us to give you your due homage. So we got the rain comes in on Friday, and then on Saturday we got a rain, snow, isolated sleet mix, and then on Sunday lake effect snow showers. But the lake effect, one model says it'll cut off in the morning, so it'll just be morning and then afternoon it's drier. Another model says no, that's going to be going on all afternoon long as well. So We just put a 40% chance in there to just know that there'll be lake effect snow showers. It is mainly confined to the snowbelt areas, but that's not to say that it wouldn't drift southward and some other spots can't see some flurries. But the big picture on Sunday, though, is that we're not looking at really a lot of accumulation for any of this snow. It's maybe grassy surfaces might get that little hardened coating on there, and that's about it. We're dry to start off the work week on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we got another system. Next week is active. We got another system that gives us a rain-snow mix on Tuesday, on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, next Friday. So it's going to be one of those where we're not going to see so much sunshine. It's going to be predominantly cloudy next week with on and off again precipitation, cold. It's going to be Northeast Ohio next week. All right, look how dramatic this is. We go from 60 to 45, and there's that meme that's going around that's been going around on social media. The weather's going from 60 to 45 like it saw a state trooper. So that's what we're doing there. We're going to be moving into some of those main drags where you can go 40, 45. That's where we're going, and we're getting off of I-90 where we're going 60 there. All right, so that's a good way to look at that. So here's the Futurecast. Here's tomorrow morning's commute. So you can see it's already wet and see some of those yellows and oranges and reds. Those are some heavier spots here or there because you're dealing with tropical rain. And if that's not tropical, that doesn't scream tropical at noon when one of these bands from the tropical system sweep on in here and we get some heavy rain by noon. Tomorrow's probably one of those days where you either pack your lunch or you eat leftovers, or you go in the morning if you can pick something up to eat and stay in the office or stay at work. Because if you're going out at lunchtime, just make sure you take the rain gear and the umbrella with you because it's going to be quite wet. Then there's 5, and we're starting to see some signs of drying. It's moving off to the east, starting to dry out west at 5, like Erie, Ottawa, Sandusky, Huron counties are drying out. Everybody else still seeing some rain showers. Then by midnight, it's all said and done. Early Saturday morning, if you're up, you may even see a nice sunrise, but then the clouds come in quickly, and then there's the afternoon on Saturday. So we got a mix of rain and snow and some isolated sleet around on Saturday afternoon, even into Saturday late afternoon. Look at all that's going on there. And then Saturday evening, a lot of folks like to be out on the weekends, what have you. We got that swath of lake effect rain-snow mix there. And then even some isolated snow showers in other places like over towards Bucyrus and Tiffin and things like that. And then there's the lake effect on Sunday morning. So you see it's right there in the snow belt, but that's not to say if you look over towards Bellefontaine and Lima out west there towards 75, other chances for snow showers sneak in here. So that big flow, that wraparound that comes in from Canada, moves across the lakes. It's, again, mainly confined to the snow belt, but other areas could see some passing snow showers as well. So when it's all said and done as far as the rain goes, it's about 1 to 2 inches. Because this is a tropical system, the orientation of it, meaning where we get the heavier bands a little further south, that's where we rack up those rainfall totals. So Akron, Canton, down to New Philly, you're approaching 2 inches. Ashtabula, Youngstown, about 1.5 inches. Tapers off the further north and the further west you head. So Cleveland about 1.25 inches. Mansfield almost similar. Lorain up to almost 1 inch. And then over towards Findlay, just hardly anything, even over towards Toledo. So that's what we're looking at rainfall total wise. And again, we could use it because it's been awfully dry around here. Here is the snowfall totals. So you see here that this is just Sunday at 1 o'clock. And so this right up towards in the snowbelt areas and up towards Ashtabula, we're talking about maybe 1 inch. It tapers off in Cleveland, not even 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 inch in Mansfield. So enough maybe to get the grass wet, but it won't stay very long because the ground is still kind of warm because we had some warm sunshine here lately. We haven't had a big cold stretch. So anything that falls is not going to last very long. Temperatures are going to be above freezing during the daytime, but they will fall below freezing at night. So 55 tonight, mostly cloudy, southerly push of air. That combines us to stay on the milder side. So it's not going to feel bad at all tomorrow morning. It'll be wet, but it's not going to feel bad at all. It'll feel great in the 50s tomorrow, similar to today. And tomorrow afternoon, we won't warm up as, very much. It's 60, but it's still above average. Our average is our overnight low. Our average high is our overnight low tonight, 55. So 60 is not going to feel bad at all. But then there's the dramatic change once we get into Saturday. Even actually once we get into Friday night, where we're down back into the 30s, and then Saturday we're only in the mid 40s, and then 40 on Sunday, 32 by Saturday night into Sunday. So you see that's where that, those snow showers fall in at. So we start off on the chilly side for Monday, and it's not abnormally cold, but we just haven't had persistent cold like this. So it's a little bit of a shock to the system, where we're going to be waking up every morning next week where temperatures right around 30, and if it's breezy, we'll have some wind chills in the 20s, and if it's breezy enough, maybe in the teens. But then, like I said, that pattern turns active. A pretty decent day on Monday, albeit cold, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, rain snow mix each day. Probably dry out on Thursday, at least right now. That could change. Mostly cloudy, so we get those gray skies in here for much of the week. And then on Friday, our next system comes in, another rain snow mix in there. So next week certainly does not look like the past couple of weeks, unfortunately. So that there is, that's an update there. That's the forecast, the dramatic shift that we've got going on. So I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope you enjoyed today, because big changes on the way to where we get back to the typical approaching winter, ugly Northeast Ohio weather. Unless you like winter. If you like winter, then you're like, this is not ugly, Dante. I'm loving this. This is great, especially once we start to get more snow. I think people either tend to like the snow better than the rain-snow mix. That's more of a nuisance. But once we get to start to get the accumulating snow and it's falling and it's pretty and things like that, then I think people who like winter more appreciates that. I don't know anybody who kind of likes cold rain and cold snow mixed together, and it's just, it's just nasty for everybody. But all right, so that's the big picture. I'll update the forecast here. I've updated the clickable. If you have on your app, where you like to watch the clickable forecast. I did that just before I did this, so updated that. The website will be updated too. Not too many changes really from what if you watch this on the newscast, from what we said there. So just be prepared to drag out the old heavier coats and the hats and the gloves and the scarves, because again, if you're at the bus stop in the mornings and you're waiting outside for a few minutes and the wind's whipping and the temperatures are colder, it can start to, like, all right, it's a little cold out here. Sure, I mean, 30's not that bad. I can tough it out if I'm going from the house to the car. But if I'm standing out here for 10 minutes waiting on a bus or a train or what have you, it can get a little cold out there. So start to drag all that stuff back out, because this cold air is going to stick around for a while. All right, so hope you stick around at 10 o'clock tonight. We will see you then. Have a great night, everybody.